Herren, erlauben wir Spielerinnen kurz vorzustellen auf der Seite von der Entrée von den Spielerinnen. Sie gab den 13. August 1984 an der Ukraine.
Here's Alona Bondarenko, 22 years of age, ranked 62 in the world, but she's played a lot of winning tennis this year.
Absolutely. She's young, but she's experienced. She's been on the tour for 7 years, and she's on a roll.
She's been in the semifinals before in Rabat, Morocco, an indication of just how international the tour is, and some success in Miami and also in Los Angeles. But you can see 35 wins this year, and in her debut here in Luxembourg, she has yet to lose. She came through the qualifying, and that can really build wonderful momentum for a young player.
It builds momentum, and it also builds confidence when you get a lot of matches and you're winning. She has a terrific record this year, so she's bound to be very excited and feeling confident.
You saw her run through to the semi. She took out a former champ here, Mary Pierce, in the opening round, as well as Katerina Srabatnik, a very talented player, and Natalie Deschy of France. So 3 consecutive impressive wins, so she has got a head of steam.
She does, and I'll tell you, she's very experienced, but she needs to be ready for this young lady because she's definitely on a roll.
Now you can see the look in her eye. She just has that air of confidence about her. 5 feet 6 inches tall, but she packs enough of a punch for her to be effective on this indoor hard court. And of course, anytime you're playing indoors, there's a bit of a premium on playing aggressive tennis. Here's a look at Kveta Peschke. You may have known her initially in her career as Kveta Hrdlikova. And she's married now, has taken on her husband's name, and at 31 years of age, really having a fine resurgence in this time of her career.
I love to see older players still playing, doing well. She obviously has the upper hand today with her experience. She's been on the tour for 14 years, and after this tournament, she'll at least be in the top 60.
Yeah, it's a nice move for Peschke, who's having a very sort of average year by her standards. She had yet to win consecutive matches coming into this event, so she's put together some winning tennis, and it couldn't come at a better time, as this is the first really main indoor event over here in Europe. You can see a nice run through and a good win over Dinara Safina, the Russian, who's also having a fine year, so that bodes well for her, and not having lost a set.
Right, she's also on a roll. She likes indoor courts, so this should suit her very well. This is her first semi, and as you said, she beat Safina, and that's her first top 30 win of the year.
Well, this will be something for your heart, Anne. I know you're a wonderful doubles player, and Peschke plays some wonderful doubles, so she is something of an all-round player. She likes playing from the ground, a big forehand, but comfortable at the net.
Absolutely, and you saw a few shots ago that she can hit a slice backhand, which was one of my best shots. So it's nice to see a player who has an all-around game, and I expect her to try to get into net and finish off some points. She has a good volley, as you can see. She's got to the semifinals of the U.S. Open this year in doubles, so she's an excellent player.
Rafaela Seri is our chair umpire. And a wonderful setting here, this beautiful blue court at this day. Remember, this event's been around for a long time. Let's go to Anne's keys for Peschke in order for her to reach the final.
Well, Peschke's forehand is her best shot, so she needs to dictate play and use her experience. She's been here before. She's been on the tour quite a long time, and as I mentioned, finish the points at net. That's her strength, is her volley. And for Bondarenko, she needs to continue the momentum as we discussed. She's on a roll. She needs to get off to a good start today to offset her opponent's experience. And she's bound to be excited, a little anxious, so she needs to really stay relaxed and focused.
And nerves may be a factor today for the 22-year-old Bondarenko. She's having a career week in many ways. A great run through to the semifinals. Can it continue against Kveta Peschke? This semifinal from Luxembourg is coming up next here on the Tennis Channel. Stay with us.
If any of your joints hurt, please stay tuned for an amazing free offer that just may change your life.
So I got some of this product, started taking it as the directions said, and it's makes me feel 20 years younger.
Galink Power 4 is one of the first formulas to attack sore and tender joints naturally, using 4 unique ingredients formulated into one effective product. That means you are getting 4 proven products in one powerful formula. If you have painful knees or a sore back, painful hips, hurting fingers, aching elbows, a tender neck, basically painful and debilitating joints anywhere in your body, Galink Power 4 will get you results. We guarantee it. We are so confident that Galink Power 4 will work for you, now you can try it for free. That's a full 30-day supply of maximum strength Galink Power 4 absolutely free.
Call 1-800-641-3068 now to order your free 30-day supply of Galink Power 4.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers, and the money's great too.
Log on to 18newfuture.com now.
The Fortis Championships on the Tennis Channel is brought to you in part by Sun-Made Natural California Raisins. Nothing but grapes and sunshine. The Fortis Championships here in Luxembourg. Singles semifinals. Kveta Peschke in picture taking on Alona Bondarenko. It's an interesting matchup of the veteran Peschke taking on the young up-and-coming challenger in Alona Bondarenko.
First set, Alona Bondarenko to
22-year-old from the Ukraine. Bondarenko will start things off.
Love 15.
Bit of a mishit there. And usually mishits are, she rimmed it a little bit around her frame. A little nervous starting off.
Love 30.
Yeah, that's an impressive play. And there's Peschke, her forehand at work.
Right, that's that forehand that, and I'm not quite sure why Bondarenko's serving to her forehand either, so didn't pay off there.
Well, again, she served into the forehand. Sometimes you do want to go into the strength.
Right, to start off, just to, I mean, Agassi does that a lot. He wants to go right to the strength of the player, so that might be what she's doing.
A nice answer to a love 30 deficit, hauling herself back to 30 all.
No call.
30-40.
Again, she served her forehand. You have got to play every ball. If you don't hear an out, you've got to play it.
So first game, first break point.
Juice.
She fights that one off nicely. You can see that she's very comfortable in the back of the court. And a first look at this young player who comes from a real tennis playing family. Her mom and dad were both teachers. Her two sisters, older and younger, are also players.
Advantage Peschke.
That's nerves there. She pulled her head down a bit on that serve and missed it badly.
Game Peschke.
So a nice start for Peschke. Well, here is a look at the Fortis Championships. You can see a Tier 2 event. And some good dollars at stake, ranking points. Kim Kleister is a 5-time. This was her personal ATM machine, this event. She very comfortable. Of course, Belgium, a border country of Luxembourg. So a nice move by Kleister. Sadly, she's injured and can't play this year.
Kveta Peschke to serve.
So a tough start for Bondarenko. Here's Peschke trying to underline the break advantage.
Enough.
That's a good start. Ace.
Enough.
Well, it's tough for a young player when you're feeling nerves and everyone in the crowd senses that they see those nerves. What can she do to calm down?
Well, what she needs to do is she needs to try to keep the ball in play. In other words, on that shot, she wasn't pulled off the court or anything, and she tried to go for a little bit too much. So hit the first balls cross court. You know, get into some type of rhythm.
That's a better point there, and oftentimes a player who we've noticed how she's playing into Peschke's strength or forehand. Sometimes that's the natural play, is for her to go cross court, even if it is into her opponent's strength.
Exactly, and that's what I was thinking too when she was serving. Maybe she doesn't have a good serve down the middle or to the backhand, so then she's got to serve to her forehand.
Well, there's that good attacking tennis you talked about in one of your keys to the match today.
Right, that's what Peschke needs to do. Every time she gets a short ball or sees her opponent pulled off the court, stretching for the ball, she needs to come into net just like she did.
Well,
she's had a lot of looks at second serves this game, and Bondarenko, that is, and she hit a really good return on that. And that's what she needs to do. She needs to take advantage of Peschke's second serve because it doesn't look like it's hurting her at all.
Juice.
Cannot convert on the backhand. It's good to see that the nerves move across the net almost like the ball itself. A little tight on that one from Peschke, but certainly a big moment for both players.
Definitely. I mean, she should not have hit that ball down the line. She was going down the line a little bit too soon. She needed to hit another ball back cross court.
Advantage Bondarenko.
Again, forcing it a little bit, going for a little bit too much on a ball where she just needs to wait a little bit longer till she gets a shorter ball to go for a bigger forehand.
Game Bondarenko.
Well, that's a better reply from Bondarenko, who settled down nicely, although Peschke may have given her the chance there, up 30 love.
She did, and that's what I tell people a lot of the time. It's not necessarily about forehands and backhands. It's how you manage the emotion, manage your emotions, how you manage the moment. And so Bondarenko now should have a little bit more confidence after that game. She was able to rally more with her, get more into the points. She should be feeling much more comfortable.
Love 15.
A little frustration there on her face.
Net for serve. Love 30.
Well, the backhand goes awry. Obviously wanting to create with the two-hander, but instead she's finding some unforced errors.
Yeah, she's going for a little bit too much. She needs to settle down a bit, give herself more margin for error.
Strong return, and she took advantage.
Absolutely, and again, Bondarenko, she must not be capable of serving that ball down to the backhand in the deuce court, because I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it in yet, and anytime she's going to serve a second serve to Peschke, she's going to be in bad shape.
Net second serve.
She certainly likes the two-hander, and that was a nice combination. A deep hard ball right down the middle, and that gave her some options on the next ball.
Right, and she owns that backhand down the line as well. We've seen it several times now.
Oh! 30-40.
A wonderful depth there on the forehand. So equally strong off both wings.
She hits the ball flat and hard. And remember the first game she came back, she was down love 30. Now she's working her way back again. So Peschke really needs to take advantage of this point and finish this game off.
Choose.
Back into the game.
A good example of how depth is almost more important than pace. Of course, together they're a great combination.
Advantage Bondarenko.
Now she's probably thinking, oh, I had her love 40, this game should be over.
It's a frustrating time for a player, but not out of it yet. Here's a game point for Bondarenko.
Game Bondarenko.
Well, she hit it well, but it was just a little long. Bondarenko, 2-1.
eHarmony looked into who I really was.
I didn't do anything on eHarmony that isn't a part of my personality.
You don't have to pretend to be anybody you're not.
Yeah, exactly. He loves the good and the bad. No one's perfect.
We're not perfect for everybody. We're perfect for each other.
And she allows me to be who I am, and I don't have to put on a false front for her.
At eHarmony, we match you based on who you are at the very deepest levels.
It's the only website that I know of that delves that deeply into who you are.
You don't have to sacrifice anything. You can be who you want to be. You can be the guy that loves to watch the ball game on Monday night and find the woman that loves it too.
Experience the passion and joy of being matched based on deep compatibility. It starts with your compatibility profile, a $50 value, yours free when you visit eharmony.com today.
To be loved for who I really am by Jason, it's better than anything I could have ever imagined.
eharmony.com. Log on today.
This month on Center Court, an Australian legend recalls his finest hour as Davis Cup captain. Center Court featuring John Newcomb this month. This month on No Strings, Wynton Marsalis gives a Louisiana girl a piano lesson. Chandra Rubin, No Strings, this month.
The Fortis Championships semifinals continuing here. Peschke down 1-2. Playing off for a spot in the championships here in Luxembourg.
La 15.
Well, a real shift from the opening game when Peschke had the break advantage. You suddenly feel as if Bondarenko has a slight edge in these baseline exchanges.
Yes, she does, and again, Peschke's been ahead on Bondarenko's serve, and she's letting her get away with it. So she really needs to come back this game and focus, play 1 point at a time.
15 on.
Pretty close ball on that sideline, and Bondarenko took a look down on the other end, but no overrule. We don't have the challenge system that you saw in the U.S. Open.
Not a bad play from Peschke.
15,
changing
30.
it up a little bit, bringing Bondarenko in, but that also signals to Bondarenko that she's kind of gotten into Peschke's head because, you know, she comes up with a drop shot out of nowhere. And so these baseline rallies are going in Bondarenko's favor.
15-14.
Yeah, sometimes the drop shot is a clue, isn't it, that a player's run out of ideas to some degree. And here's a dangerous scoreline now for Peschke, 15-40.
Good wide serve, had Bondarenko stretching, and stepped inside the court and came up with a good backhand cross-court winner.
Game, Bondarenko.
Well, that's a costly double fault as she surrenders her serve.
Bondarenko leads.
Bondarenko 3-1. And Peschke just not looking as comfortable as she did in the opening game, and some concern in her eyes.
Yeah, you can tell with her body language. She's a little irritated, probably a little frustrated. She needs to take advantage of these second serves that she's getting. She's getting a lot of second serves, and she needs to run around and hit her forehand if she can. Or do that.
Yeah, or take the two-hander down the line. And you can see why she's such a good doubles player. She's very good taking the ball on the rise and playing aggressively.
Once you see your opponent is pulled outside of the court or that they're stretching really wide for the ball, you need to come into net, and that's exactly what Peschke did. Because you don't want to give them that extra second to then get back into the point. Then you've wasted your advantage.
50-30.
Well, Peschke should just expect the serves coming to her forehand. I mean, it's no surprise.
Oh, yes. That's a confident play.
Good body language from her after she won that point. She gave her the fist. She has good intensity right now, good energy.
Racking up some nice winners here in the opening set.
Again, she's taking advantage of the short ball
40-13
and getting into net. She didn't give Peschke time to recover on that, and I think she probably also took her a little bit by surprise. I don't think Peschke thought that she could come in and hit such a nice short backhand volley and control it that well.
Game, Bondarenko.
Bondarenko filled with confidence and a 4-1 lead.
Tennis is finding your balance. Tennis is having a good grip on things. Tennis is,
well, can you believe it?
Living in the moment. Pro sport, passionate lifestyle. One place brings it to life. The Tennis Channel. For our complete program guide, go to thetennischannel.com.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers, and the money's great too.
Log on to 18newfuture.com now.
I can still go to college.
It's the Army.
I'm going to be part of something that's important. And it's the reserve, so they'll train me around here until they need me.
Good training.
It's the Army.
Call 1-800-984-ARMY now for a free DVD to learn about strengthening yourself and your community as a citizen and soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve. You'll also get a free sports watch. Stand ready in the Army Reserve.
Alona Bondarenko, an impressive start up 4-1. She's ranked 58 in the world, but showing signs that she can go a lot higher with this nice lead, and she's got a nice game.
Absolutely. She started off a little shaky. Now she's much more into her rhythm. She's hitting more shots cross-court, setting up the points better. She has good body language, looks confident, relaxed.
Love 15. $15 on.
tennis. Beautifully done.
That worked out well for her. As you remember, the last drop shot didn't, but
30-15.
And then she hit a nice lob over her, so she didn't even give her a chance to guess one way or the other for a volley. Nice play.
It's a better game here from Peschke, who was out for almost an entire season. Missed 2003. She had 2 surgeries on her left knee, and really here at 31 is rediscovering the tennis she had when she was a younger player, when she won a title, established herself as one of the players in the top 50, top 60. And in fact, and last year she finished number 25 in the world, and at 30 years of age, so she's really rediscovered some of that winning habit.
Well, lots of times the older you get, you know, the smarter you get too, and so it's really nice to see older players out here playing. I mean, look at Martina. She's been playing for forever. You know, she's turning 50, and we all love to see her out there playing. So I love to see. She's 31 years old, Peschke. And she guessed right, but too much pace on that ball. As I'm watching this, I look at body language, facial expression. It gives you an idea of what the players are feeling on the inside. And with Peschke, I see more up and down with facial expression, and she's not keeping her energy or intensity level at the same level the whole time. She seems to be a little bit more up and down, and her tennis reflects it. She's not stringing together point after point. It's more kind of hit and miss.
Advantage Peschke.
It seems like the best players are in control of their emotions, or at least can keep them more stable.
Exactly. Or if they're irritated or whatever, you don't see it, and that's the key. You have to fake it sometimes.
Game Peschke.
Well, that's a good game to win. She'd lost 4 consecutive games. Well, here are some of our past champions here from the Fortis Championships. We mentioned Kim Kleister's success here. Alicia Malik, the Australian, a former top tenor who has come back and is playing again after having inner ear problems. Jennifer Capriati back at the turn of the century, 2000. Of course, Martina Navratilova won this a couple times, who's a former doubles partner of yours.
That's right. Martina and I won the French Open, and then several other events on the WTA Tour. There's that drop shot again. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Well, Martina Navratilova has had an influence on so many young players. Annalena Grunewald, Svetlana Kuznetsova both spent a year playing doubles with her. What do you think would be one of the important things that you learned from someone like Navratilova?
Is where to hit the ball in doubles, where to, because a lot of the players now hit the ball too soon down the line, in my opinion, particularly off return of serve. And so with Martina, she would help them more with the strategy, positioning, where they should try to hit the ball, where they should be in the court. So now look at her body language. Now she's back to being confident. You saw her pump her fist. So if she could do that every point, whether she wins it or loses it, she would be a more consistent player. Well, for today, she'd be more consistent.
Love 14.
Well, here's a developing opportunity for her. Who's an example of a player who handles her emotions well, do you feel, when you watch them on the court?
Well, I think the current players, Venus Williams, Hannah Harden, they're very competitive. but you don't always know if they're upset. Someone like Serena Williams, she is a terrific competitor, but sometimes you can see her emotions. She wears them on her sleeve.
New balls, please.
Well, emotions may be having a play in this match as Bondarenko surrenders her serve at love. So we're back on serve in the opening set.
Call Progressive Direct today. Operators are not standing by.
Yes, we are. We're here 24/7 to handle any car insurance need.
But you're not an operator.
Well, technically, no.
You're an intensely trained licensed professional.
Yeah. Well.
And everyone here has a chair. Look, they're seated comfortably, ready to help people save on car insurance. So like I said, call Progressive Direct today. Think easier. Think Progressive.
According to the United States Small Business Administration, home-based businesses represent more than 50% of all small businesses. Thousands of people have doubled, tripled, even quadrupled their income, not by working harder and not by working longer hours, but by working smarter, by working from home.
I make as much as $25,000 a month. We didn't have to have, some special training or anything like that.
Our first year in a business, we did $78,000.
No more credit card debt. I paid off my bills, and I'm finally making what I'm really worth.
We'll guide and mentor you to a lucrative opportunity where you can make money right from your own home.
I started making an extra $5,000 a month, just very, very part-time.
I now make $5,000 a month, and it's simple, fun, almost magical.
Go to 16getmoney.com and get started today. And respond now while this is still a free service. Go to 16getmoney.com. That's 16getmoney.com. 16getmoney.com.
So Kveta Peschke and Alona Bondarenko, two unseeded players, making a nice move here in Luxembourg into the semifinals. We've traded breaks of serve a couple times here in the opening set. So it's Peschke now serving to get on even terms at 3-4.
We've traded more than that. We've traded intensity and energy level. I mean, now Peschke has good intensity and energy level.
Love 15.
She really has got to get that first point in this game. She's on a comeback. She's won the last two games and loses that first point, so she's in a hole already.
Shot. 15.
It's a good play.
And she backed it up well, too. She's held her position on the line, volleyed it off. It's 15-0.
Oh. 30-15.
First time she's gotten a first serve in this game, and you saw the graphic, under 40% first serves.
She's behind the 8-ball. I mean, if you're always missing your first serve, there's always going to be some doubt, and sometimes that creeps into then the ground strokes. She came in and she hit another deep ball. She's taking it to Bondarenko, and that's a very good play right now because, again, she's on a roll. She's won the last two games. Taking a deep breath here. Missing her first serve.
Just can't find it in this. Well, that's the
40,
price
30.
you pay. You give your opponent a chance to take a swing.
Absolutely.
Juice.
Again, the up and down play. I know when I played, it was very important for me to think about one point at a time. And when I see these players, it seems like sometimes they don't really have a game plan in mind, although Peschke is using the drop shot effectively. But she's missing first serves, she's behind the 8-ball, and she's giving Bondarenko many chances on the second serves.
Advantage Bondarenko.
So the 40-15 lead evaporates, and you can see the frustration. Bondarenko's got a breakpoint chance. She can get this, she would serve for the set. Just missed.
Another second serve.
Game, Bondarenko.
Well, and her best shot, the forehand lets her down. Well, that's a difficult game to lose.
Bondarenko leads 5 games
But
to
for
3.
Bondarenko, it's good news, and a 5-3 lead. So something of a surprising development as you thought Peschke was coming on there, but just unable to close out that game, and now she's down.
And that had nothing to do with forehands and backhands. That had to do with her emotions and being able to handle the moment.
Love.
And that's another thing that tennis players have to always work on, and that's letting go of past misses. I mean, she looked frustrated on that first point and hit her forehand, which is her strength, into the net.
Love.
So the errors are piling up for Peschke. Bondarenko a couple points away from stealing this opening set. Well, she met that one beautifully. And that had to feel good, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she timed that perfectly. Because that was a good serve. She was stretched out wide, but she just hit it perfectly. Well, it looks like Bondarenko's strategy of serving to her forehand is really paying off for her. She dumped that one into the net.
Game in first set, Bondarenko.
So Alona Bondarenko, she's out of the Ukraine. She's won the opening set here and is a set away from the championships here in Fortis in Luxembourg. Set in this singles semifinal here in Luxembourg.
Second set, Peschke to serve.
Kveta Peschke had a break advantage, but just could not sustain that nice tennis she produced early on, and Bondarenko grabs the advantage.
Love 15.
Well, she's going to have to really, it seems like she's fighting against herself a lot here, and she's going to really have to move on from the first set and think about 1 point at a time, getting into some type of rhythm.
15 on.
Bondarenko, who's been a little more consistent, a little more positive with her mental approach to this match. And that's really been the difference.
30-15.
Now that's one thing she has done well, is jumping up into the play, moving up in the court.
Absolutely. When she has that short ball, she's taking it, hitting it aggressively and coming to net. And I think she needs to do more of that. She needs to get more first serves in and take advantage of short balls.
(40-15).
Life is so much easier when you get the first serve in. I mean, that wasn't very hard, but it was first serve in to the backhand.
Game, Peschke.
Well, it's a good start for Peschke, much like she started off the opening set, winning the first game. Hoping her fortunes will change here in the second. Want to remind you, Tennis Channel viewers, that coming up next, the second singles semifinal. Agnieszka Radwanska, a 17-year-old qualifier from Poland. She took out Elena Debencheva. She takes on Francesca Schiavone. The Italian Schiavone is the last remaining seed. So an exciting matchup of an established player taking on a young, and I mean young at 17, challenger.
Absolutely. That'll be a great match. It'll be fun to watch. Schiavone, this will be her opportunity to win a tournament.
Well, some numbers from the opening set. You can see the struggles Peschke's had, that 37% first serves and some unforced errors. And Bondarenko's made some mistakes, but a little more balanced, and that's been why she's ahead. Yeah, that's a strong play there. And at the start of the week, we had 3 players from the top 10, as well as Venus Williams, who was back on the scene for her first event since Wimbledon. And Venus won her opening match over Anna Ivanovic, a great win, but then had to pull out against, well, not pull out, but she played with an injury.
Well, she might have pulled out. I think she lost 3-0.
Yeah, she played Radwanska and lost 6-3, 6-0, and really having some left wrist problems. So, a couple of up and down days for Venus Williams.
Hey, that's her first strong serve to the deuce court, down to the back, to Peschke's backhand. Bondarenko likes to play from left 30 on her serve. Here we are, 30-all.
Peschke hit a good ball there. Bondarenko just a little bit better.
30-14.
Good depth on that. Again, it's lots of times it's about the depth of the ball. She didn't strike it that cleanly. It wasn't hit that hard. But it was deep.
Game, Peschke.
Well, Peschke showing signs of life here in the second set.
Absolutely. She rallied better. For example, that last point, she rallied better. She hit more balls cross court. And there's a frustrated Bondarenko there. Again, the body language is so important. If I see my opponent doing that type of thing, I'm like, all right, I've got him. That's another reason why you want to act as if, you know what, if you miss, you miss. It's no big deal.
Law 15.
covering well.
Yeah, she really does, doesn't she? She covered one down the line. That time she picked that one cross court. So a good sense of the play when she is forward at the net. 15 all.
(15-30). (15-40). Bondarenko.
Well, extraordinary, isn't it? She was playing so well and then surrenders her serve. So all the good work disappears. Back on serve here in the second.
Call Progressive Direct today. Operators are not standing by.
Yes, we are. We're here 24/7 to handle any car insurance need.
But you're not an operator.
Well, technically, no.
You're an intensely trained licensed professional.
Yeah. Well,
and everyone here has a chair. Look, they're seated comfortably, ready to help people save on car insurance. So like I said, call Progressive Direct today. Think easier. Think Progressive. This is an actual reenactment. Mary had just picked up her kids and was heading home to make dinner. Just then, in the blink of an eye, nothing happened. Events like this occur countless times every day, and Progressive Direct is doing something about it, giving real savings to these good drivers. In fact, good drivers who switched to Progressive saved hundreds right away. Hundreds of dollars. Come and get them. Call Progressive Direct today.
Catch the final of the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix live Sunday, October 8th at 7 a.m. only on the Tennis Channel.
The Fortis Championships 2005. It was Kim Clijsters taking on Annalena Grunewald of Germany. Clijsters gunning for her 5th title. She was looking strong.
Game set up.
And she takes it. Well, she's unable to defend her title this year. And a look at the champions race to the Sony Ericsson Championships in Madrid at the end of this year. You can see 3 spots are confirmed. Enan Ardan, Mauresmo, and Sharapova. Hingis making a nice move to number 6, and Kuznetsova winning consecutive titles in Beijing and in Bali. Exciting time for her.
She's playing very well. I saw her play in the China Open, and she was just really has a good power game, was very aggressive. But back to Hannah Harden, I don't know if she's going to be able to play in the season-ending tournament because of her knee.
Yeah, it was a strange pullout, wasn't it, at the Fed Cup when she was playing in the 5th and deciding rubber alongside Kirsten Flipkins in the doubles. And interesting enough, our Italian star here, Schiavone, she was on the court when it happened, so she's a part of our event here in Luxembourg. And Enan Ardan had to pull out. So Italy wins their first Fed Cup title. We're going to take a moment's break. Some technical problems. We're coming back to the Fortis Championships.
Championships Luxembourg. Final action begins live tomorrow at 9 a.m.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot Motorola Razr with Bluetooth technology, a $319 value, yours free after rebate with new singular calling plans.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 21letstalk.com or call now to order your free Motorola Razr. Let's Talk, the smart way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers, and the money's great too.
Log on to 18newfuture.com now.
Welcome back to Luxembourg. Apologies for our technical problems we were having, but we return now to the semifinals. Kveta Peschke here in the picture, taking on Alona Bondarenko.
This game is critical for Peschke. She has got to win this first point, no matter what. Get lots of balls in the court, wait for a short ball, get to net. She did the right play. The only thing that I think she should have done was cover that down the line. There's no way that Bondarenko was going to be able to go over there and flick it cross-court. Or if she would hit cross-court, that would be too good. But you've got to, if you hit that way, you've got to cover the line. Well, I think this is why Peschke she's played a long time, but she has only won one WTA Tour title, and I think this is why, because she's not able to string points together. She's up and down.
Yeah, and that can make it tougher mentally, can't you, when you're playing so erratically?
Absolutely, and she's playing erratically because she's in her mind is erratic. I mean, the brain controls everything. So if in her mind, if she's not clear about what she wants to do on each point, then this is what you're going to see. Up and down play.
Game Bondarenko.
And she's up against the player in Bondarenko who's been very solid off the ground and has dealt with the ups and downs a little bit better today, and that's why Bondarenko has the set advantage. It's a rising young star, this Bondarenko, just 22 years of age, currently 62 in the world, but with this result, she's moved inside the top 50, and so starting to make some noise.
Love 15.
Her frustration really shows, and it does nothing to help her be stronger or play better. Becoming frustrated will only lead to more frustration, more misses, more erratic play.
On. Net for serve.
Goal really before she serves the ball. First serve in, keep the ball in play until she gets that short ball that she can nail and then follow it into net. That should be her game plan every single point. good play. Well, the high ball she hit, I call that the chunky monkey. So it's a high off-speed ball that bounces higher
40-15.
out of your opponent's hitting zone.
Is that a technical term? Chunky monkey? What?
Well, it's Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's a chunky monkey. It throws the opponent off rather than always hitting in her zone.
Right. Changing the pace a little bit.
Exactly.
Of course, we don't want to be too critical of Peschke. I mean, Bondarenko is a very strong player from the back, and you can see that equally strong off both wings. So Peschke has to do some work to break down Bondarenko. Not easy on this fairly fast indoor court here in Luxembourg.
Net for serve.
It's a better point than Peschke. It's all right.
So Peschke looking good in that service game. On serve and ahead 3-2.
A day at the races, Del Mar, California, $600. A birthday party with a few close friends, Miami, Florida, $1,500. Personal tour of a Las Vegas hotel suite, $2,800. An afternoon at the zoo, Moscow, Russia, $4,500. Cost of traveling the world with open access? Priceless. Open access, only on the Tennis Channel. Get schedule info at thetennischannel.com.
Sure, Progressive Direct makes it easy to save on car insurance online, but some folks don't realize we still have live people here.
I'll explain.
Thousands of licensed professionals, expertly trained, working round the clock.
Yes, you'll actually save more with that option.
For questions, quotes, or just to try to save you money. See? Alive. Don't just take my word for it. Call Progressive Direct today and hear for yourself. Think easier. Think Progressive. This is an actual reenactment. Mary had just picked up her kids and was heading home to make dinner. Just then, in the blink of an eye, nothing happened. Events like this occur countless times every day, and Progressive Direct is doing something about it, giving real savings to these good drivers. In fact, good drivers who switched to Progressive saved hundreds right away. Hundreds of dollars. Come and get them. Call Progressive Direct today.
Kveta Peschke is up 3-2 in the second set on Alona Bondarenko. Bondarenko serving.
The majority of those drop shot
Love
points.
15.
And that's important to win that first point when you come from a break. I mean, she's up 3-2. Every single, I just want to tell her, play every single point as best as you can.
That was the right
Love
play.
30.
She just didn't execute it well enough.
Exactly. She got up there a little bit slower than she wanted and let the ball drop a little bit too low for the swinging backhand volley. But again, that's the right play. And let's see if Peschke can convert this time. She's had her Bondarenko in this position many times in this match. Bondarenko, she raises her game as well. Like on that point, she fights really hard when she gets down. And so she really is making Peschke win these points. point from both players again. But Bondarenko raises her game a bit. So she could keep that same intensity that she had on this point on every single point. I mean, that's the goal from the mental point of view, is that you want to keep your intensity level, your energy in your body, and the physical feeling of it consistent throughout the match.
And again, Bondarenko plays well when she's behind. 3 straight points, and here's a chance to get to 3 games all. Bondarenko very consistent. Now that's strong play there, and a good point. Well, we've seen some strong players here. We mentioned 3 players inside the top 10 and Venus Williams. And the only one left standing from the seeds is Francesca Schiavone of Italy. You can see Demencheva went down, Nadia Petrova went down, Patty Schneider, Tanara Safina. Of course, Mary Pierce, she was a former champ. She lost in her opening match.
It's good to see Mary playing still. She's in her 30s.
And it was this young woman, Alona Bondarenko, who took Pierce out in straight sets. So the belief is pretty strong here in Bondarenko that she can win this match.
Absolutely, but I like the way Peschke played that game better. She made Bondarenko come back and win that game, whereas previously she would miss balls into the net or have some unforced errors. So, I mean, it's better play from Peschke.
$15. $30.
First serve. So that type of body language and behavior is not going to help Bondarenko for this next point. It's going to take away from this next point and having to regroup.
$50-30.
That's the second. Well, actually, Bondarenko did that in the first set when she thought the serve was out and didn't play it, and so now Peschke does the same thing. And as a veteran, you don't expect that. You have to play until you hear an out call.
Yeah, so 30-15.
That was a huge point. She could be serving at 40-love. Now you've got the double, and it just changes the complexion of the game, and that's a mental error. You're not playing the ball, and there's no call.
$30-40.
And Peschke is pushing the self-destruct button here.
3 points in a row.
Foot.
Looked out. Yep.
Yeah, there's an overrule from the chair. Raffaella Seri on that. So second serve coming and a break point still for Bondarenko.
Game, Bondarenko.
Well, just moments ago it was Bondarenko who was upset. Now it's Peschke. She's lost her serve and she may lose this match.
best view of the game is from our site. TheTennisChannel.com makes your tennis getaway just a click away. Get insider information on the best tennis spots in the world. Our city guide editors show you the finest places to stay and play. Going beyond the court to cover where to eat, what to do, and how to unwind. Find world-class coaches and camps to step up your game. Or just follow your favorite pro to a tournament in a dream destination. It's just not tennis without the net. TheTennisChannel.com.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great, too.
Log on to 18newfuture.com now.
I can still go to college.
It's the Army.
I'm going to be part of something that's important. And it's the reserve, so they'll train me around here until they need me.
Good training?
It's the Army.
Call 1-800-984-ARMY now for a free DVD to learn about strengthening yourself and your community as a citizen and soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve. You'll also get a free sports watch. Stand ready in the Army Reserve.
Alona Bondarenko, 6-3 and 4-3. She's got a break. Is the finish line within reach? Very close here. Important game for both players.
Good play. She had a plan in mind that game. She got Bondarenko in a hole on her backhand, came to the net. This is what I think she should do every point if possible. She's got to stick with the game plan. And maybe that's why she's up and down.
Yeah.
Because there's no set plan every single point. Not that I'm seeing.
Law 30.
Well, perhaps adding to Peschke's erratic play was the fact that she was 4 wins and 17 losses coming into Luxembourg. Of course, 3 wins here helps a little bit, but still, she's struggled all year long with her play and her confidence, and losing that many matches must chip away at your confidence, or what's left of it.
Absolutely. So which comes first? Is this her inconsistent play? I think is from the
15-30.
A lot of it is so mental, how you think, how you react to shots. And a way to combat it is you have to encourage yourself. You have to be a good partner to yourself. If you're not a good partner to yourself, then you're going to be miserable. I mean, she doesn't look like she's enjoying herself. She's getting upset.
$15-40.
Well, she's got a chance here.
Again, she's been in this position many times today, so hopefully she can convert on this point. For her. Right. 3 out of 7 break points there.
And she does convert, so nice game from Peschke. And now it's Bondarenko feeling the effects of this important match for both these players. A chance to reach a Tier 2 final. Of course, Peschke has played here before in Luxembourg. She made it to the quarterfinals a couple times, so she must feel good coming onto this court. Bondarenko, on the other hand, she's making her debut.
Net for serve.
So maybe making her debut, but she has seemed to be more in control and playing a bit better than Peschke.
Love 15.
And something you can learn from watching Bondarenko, she plays the ball deep down the middle of the court, and she poses questions to her opponent all the time. Are you going to change the angle of attack? And you can see the errors that Peschke's created when she has tried to do that.
possible. Keep the ball cross-court, and then wait for the
50.
short
Ladies
ball.
and gentlemen, please turn off your mobile phones. Thank you.
Well, they have that problem even in Luxembourg. 15 all.
$15.30.
Looked like she was a bit lazy getting over to that forehand. Caught it late. All right, many more unforced errors. Just, it shows. Well, that shot she hit down the line with her backhand immediately got her into trouble, because then all Bondarenko has to do is step in and catch her wide on the next ball. She can't recover. That's the problem with going down the line too soon, is that then you're out of position to recover and get to the next ball.
Some fine defense from Bondarenko. She'll serve for the match when we come back.